What is up, YouTube? It is Matty and welcome to this LaLoon Spotlight. I hope you guys are pumped for this. It's going to be a bit of a look at a couple of different raid styles with the LaLoon strategy. The reason I'm sort of doing it is because it is, April 2016. It is the era of Valkyries. Since the update in March, Valks have had a buff in their damage per second, their attack speed. Obviously level 5 valks come out, and from anywhere from Town Hall 11 all the way down to Town Hall 8 and everything in between, Valkyries have sort of taken main stage. So this is the perfect opportunity to have a little look at a couple of different raid styles that don't fall in the Valk category, and that is variants of LaLoon, because your main sort of three strategies, I guess, are Valk variants, Hog variants, and LaLoon variants. Those are, I suppose you do get drag raids as well, but they're just less common. So, with that in mind, let's have a look at some LaLoon in this video. There are a few different styles of doing it, and the first attack we're going to look at is by Andrew. Andrew did run the, or has run the Playing with Cock YouTube channel for quite a long time. So feel free to check out his channel. I will put a link to it in the description. I'm going to be doing a lot of recaps and that sort of thing for the channel, while obviously as I'm now a permanent fixture within the Playing with Cock squad. But let's move on to this raid. So, because the Queen was so accessible via one layer of wall, he's been able to just basically send his king directly in to go and get the Queen without using any at all troop space. What that means is that because he's able to hold 5 hounds, it's called a LaLoon. So you can see it's like a clockwise delivery on this one, where you start swinging in the hounds onto the different air defences, pushing the loons in, using rage and haste spells to just push them through and speed the loons through onto the air defences and every defence on it, on the way to it. The idea is that the hounds tank the defences. So you can see here the couple of hounds moving through to the final air defence. When the hounds pop, they produce all the pups that will help with the cleanup, and also help distract defences as well. But he's already taken down all the air defences and most of the defences as a whole, dropping the Queen late just to help out. But with that hound there, he's going to be fine. The Expo's distracted. The Queen's just going to be helping with the cleanup, and he's able to just rage through onto the final couple of defences to take down. Is an arch tower up at the top, which you'll need to get, but you can see the rest of the base has just already fallen with all those pups. And LaLoon, it's been around for a long time. So a lot of people did spam deployments, but with pretty much every LaLoon attack I've ever seen, the best sort of style for getting, for good solid delivery is the clockwise or anti-clockwise sort of approach, where you swoop in hounds. You start with normally 2 on the first air defense and then just work your way around with however many air defenses you're playing with. And typically that you carry the number of hounds is the same as the air defenses plus 1. So if you've got 4 air defenses you're going to be taking down, you want 5 hounds, and in this case it reigns true. And it's probably going to be the same for the rest of the video, to be honest, because that is this sort of traditional formula. And loons, you want anywhere from 20 to 14, 13 even, and I have seen ones with 12. Rarely see lower than that. Next one we're going to look at is an attack by Doom on number 32. So let's have a little look at how he does it. So again, Queen quite exposed. A lot of the anti 3-star sort of meta, or the bases that you see, end up with Queen being quite exposed. I don't know if we're gonna start seeing bases where she's in a bit deeper. You do sometimes find she's a little bit deeper set on some bases. It just all depends on the attacker, and how he decided to build. Sorry, how the defender wanted to build the base, and if you're an attacker, you can exploit that. So using our knowledge we took from or what I explained in the last one, 2 hounds on the first air defense. And the hounds, you want to place them so you're trying to soak up the traps, the air bombs, the seeking air mines, all that sort of thing. Using the loons to take down the defences, and now as the hounds, sort of the first air defence goes down, he throws in an extra hound, and then as the next air defence is about to go down, throws in the next hound, and so forth. So as your loons start to get on top of these air defences, or indeed when he's coming up to the final one, look, he's just starting to throw down all the final loons now. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see clearly. But yeah, the idea is you need to get them onto the air defences quickly. Unfortunately, the third air defence seems to have taken down the Hound quite early, but using that rage spell there to push the loons through. And in fact, with that Hound just about dying, then that huge wad of loons coming through to clean at the base, he's been able to yeah, pretty much destroy it. And you can see just the sheer amount of loons he's got left on this. It's absolutely ridiculous. So what I suggest you do if you're not that good with LaLoon, just, you know, these are some pretty good raids with it. So I wanted to choose the best raids that I saw in this singular war. So feel free to rewatch. Just trying to get a feel for sort of the timing, the quantity of loons that are taken onto each defense. Because it's just a spotlight video and not sort of an in-depth guide, I didn't want to sort of, you know, take a huge amount of time per raid. I just wanted to give you do more of a general overview on a few different variants of the LaLoons. So moving on, we're going up to number 24 next. Let's have a look. Some pretty cool raids coming up now. So LaLoon, the standard shattered LaLoon, I'll pause it here. The standard shattered LaLoon that you used to have was 2 golems, 3 hounds, 16 loons, a few wizards. What you do is you'd use your 2 golems to funnel. 2 golems to be the initial tank. Use wizards to funnel and then send your heroes in. It would be a traditional kill squad, and typically you'd go after 2 air defences and the queen. Because the meta of base is that these days you rarely get 2 air defences by the queen. That's why all these different styles have come into play with the you know, why Penta's being more used. But you can see here the queen is much deeper set in the base, or much more tricky to get a king and a queen to just kill her without any form of tanking, meaning that Penta is not going to be an option for it unless you're trying to just spam and kill the queen on the fly, which is a lot more risky. So queen walks can be very well used in the LaLoon strategy. So let's have a look at how he does, or how Dam does this attack. So queen at the top, using some minions and wizards to help funnel. But the point is, the aim of this raid is he's going to be sending the queen straight in through the north of the base to go and get the first air defense and push her through to get an expo. Wizard tower, there will be a cannon going down, but he's trying to get the enemy queen with it as well. What the king's use will be, I'm not 100% sure yet. We're going to have to see how he plans it, but not a bad start. Nice little charge there. He's going to probably need a rage spell to keep her alive, particularly with the couple of defenses on her, including an expo, so a rage anytime now would be advisable. He is doing it. There it is, look. Get the health back. He's got the CC pull. Of course you want to get the clan castle as well, because that's part of it. You need to be able to get the clan castle down. Penta, but like we saw in the previous 2 raids, and he just, because the guys just use a king and a queen to kill the clan castle, sorry, to kill the enemy queen. That was because there was a hound in the CC, so because it wasn't triggered, it didn't come into play in the raid. So queen down, he's now taken on a couple of Teslas, so big value from just this queen walk here. King going in to take down the enemy king, but more importantly another air defense. So 2 air defenses aiming to go down here, and then watch the big swoop of the hound come into play and surgically placing the loons as their defenses are distracted, trying to get them to sit on top of the on top of those defenses, take them down and push in towards those the air defenses at the other side of the base. It's because it's quite a long swoop. The loons are going to be subjected to quite a bit of damage. Queen helping out, taking down the sweeper there. A good group of loons have pushed through onto the first air defense, and now coming up to the final one, he has got an extra hound. You can see the sort of max level one that was in the clan castle, with some more loons on the back end as well. So huge value from the queen walk has resulted in the rest of the raid being a lot easier. So really smart use of the queen charge here to get that value, and then a really nice deployment. Unfortunately couldn't get that second hound to pop, but it's actually got spare loons for cleanup as well, along with the pups, the king and the queen. So when you've got this many troops left at the end of the raid, you know it's gone well. And again, another great use of queen walk in a LaLoon. So I don't actually think we've got any shattered LaLoon in this war to show you. We'll keep going there. The next one I'm going to show is number 23. Let's have a look at Omid. Similar sort of strategy on this one. Lots of rage spells. Probably going to be doing some form of charge in. And it'll probably be similar to the last one. It looks like he's going to use the king to get the queen on this one though, using a minion to funnel there. So got some wall break, quite a few wall breakers, so probably going to be using some of those for the queen, for the king, sorry. Now, the charge has begun. He's found a way to go inside the base and get an air defense. He'll also get the clan castle with the queen. He'll also get sweepers, expos. 2 air defenses are in range of this compartment actually, so we could see that 2 air defenses are about to go down along with the expo. He's probably going to want to use a rage spell soon, for no other thing than just time. The fact that he's going to be there a long time, taking down the you know, town hall storages, the golem. Nice use of giants there, and then the wall breakers to allow them in. King down, look, and it's going to be a suicide run for this king now. The build hut's going to anchor him in, and here we go onto the enemy queen. Ability popped, and now he's going to get the queen and hopefully some other defenses as well. You're about to see now both sweepers have gone down. That is huge actually. If you can get 2 sweepers down, that's amazing. What we're also about to see is potentially another air defense. Another air defense go down very soon. So the queen's got 2 expos on her at the moment. It's a dangerous position, but he doesn't have to sit around and wait now because he can start the LaLoon. The Hounds are going to go to their standard flow and go to those air defenses. The air defense that the queen's going to get doesn't come into play yet even. So you can see, in fact, there's barely anything touching those loons or Hounds minus that 1 air defense. With that expo fully distracted, and the Tesla farm at the bottom, that second rage spell is just helping the queen because she's just taken that whole Tesla farm down, and eventually hopefully she'll be able to get one of those arch towers before she dies, so she's out there to help it with the cleanup of this raid. With 1 arch tower gone, she should now start regaining health, but it's easy to see on the rest of the raid, just absolutely swamped the base. So it comes down to some basic points really, I guess. Using a queen walk can have massive value. If you can find a way for her to get 1 air defense and the queen maybe, and then a king to get another air defense is a classic. Or if you can find a way for her to get 2 air defenses and then use the king to get the queen. You know, there's different deployment methods we can see in these raids. That hopefully are going to give you a few ideas, or a few different ideas on how to think of a base, particularly when you come up against an anti-3 star like this. So again, queen walk, only 3 healers though, so that's quite low. Let's have a look at how this one's approached. Is he going to try and do a charge in to get 2 air defenses? Is he well, yeah, let's just wait and see how it goes. Some minions for funneling. Minion funneling seems to be popular in these raids, probably because it is or probably because it's quite an efficient way of doing it. If you don't have to use wizards, which are 4 space, obviously minions are a little bit slower on the damage per second. But here we go. Queen is going inside now, so this is going to be where we can potentially see it, and you can see actually that lower air defense right here is in range of that compartment, so at some point she should go and get it. Now he's got to deal with the Hound in the clan castle first, and I don't think he won't be able to get the queen from where he is. So what's his plan going to be? He's got to find a way to get that enemy queen dead. And is it going to be as simple as just a straight up jump in with the queen, with the king, sorry, and sort of let the queen aggro him? So we're going to have to wait and see a little bit, I guess, to see how he's going to get funnel the king to go in. Maybe we're going to see that she's just going to aggro soon, and as soon as she shoots him, he'll go on a rampage. He'll go straight for her. That's what we're waiting for. You can see that other air defense is about to go down as well, and with the ability there, a couple of hogs to help out with the defenses is a smart choice. And here we go, king ability dropped onto the enemy queen. The queen is gone, and with those couple of hog riders, such a smart play there, dropping those in, and now the LaLoon can start. So with 2 air defenses gone, queen gone, Anything else the Queen's getting is added value now, and the LaLoon, I mean, you can see it's a standard sort of formula that's being used here. Smart choice to realise you could get away with only using 3 healers as well, because a lot of people, including myself actually, just go for the standard amount pretty much every time. I don't bother calculating all the DPS out. I mean, I could, and I'd probably have more success from it. And that's not to say you shouldn't do it, but you know, if you want to be the best you can be, always, you know, if you've got the time, work out exactly how many healers you need, because if you can, in a scenario like this, that's 12 extra troop space, so that's extra cleanup, 2 extra loons, you know, it could be, you know, it's a whole host of things really that can, every troop space counts. But this is a nice way to finish this video, because again, it's on these anti 3-star bases, they force you to be creative, because they restrict the way you can attack it in certain ways. You can't do like a traditional shattered LaLoon on this sort of attack, because it would struggle. But LaLoon is still there, and it's still, I might be testing it out myself soon, because I really want to try it. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this spotlight on the LaLoon, and yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.